Last time on Dark Lanterns. You look at the schema, and it looks like it's to build some sort of device that extracts and then repurposes blood from a dragon-marked individual. Okay, back to the top of the round. It's only Garra left in here, and...
It's not looking good for her.
It's not looking great. She reaches into a pouch and pulls out what looks like a small metal vial and says, "All right, let's hope this stuff works," and jams it into her neck. And you hear a small hiss go off, and you see her face start to morph and forms what looks like a dragon mark. And it solidifies into a dragon mark of passage. And then she grabs her great sword and turns into a pool of silver mist. She is out of this room. You saw the direction she went, towards the helm car in the front, but I'll give you a second to collect yourselves before you move forward. Or do you want to just rush?
Probably catch up.
She did leave the chest behind.
Yes.
Right.
She did.
So I think, well, we were still in initiative, but we were waiting for the door lock, and
Cool.
we were going to get up.
So we'll stay in initiative order. That was Garra's turn. Next up is number 2.
Me.
Waltz, what would you like to do?
I'm waiting for Gadget, but then I'll head back over, because I still think there's a fight going on. So I'm going to slowly approach the other car, or the other room.
You get to the door and see no giant, menacing half-ogre in the room. And see Pulver and Ghost there just kind of like, probably a little startled at to what just happened.
I'll go down the hall. Gadget! And then I'll walk in.
Okay. Next in the order.
That's me.
All right.
Yes, I'm
Ghost.
Garra just used the thing and got a dragon mark of passage.
Where did she go?
To the front of the car.
Towards the helm car.
Towards the helm car.
Did she get a dragon mark?
She did. She injected herself. It looks like they used Caden's blood.
What's in the chest?
Let's find out. Pop it open.
It is locked. Would you like to spend your turn trying to open it? You can use strength, or you can just lockpick it.
Yeah, I will lockpick it.
Okay. Give me a dex check.
15.
15 is exactly what you needed.
Woo!
Nice.
So you pop open this chest, and you see, among other things, there's a wealth of gold coins. This thing is stacked to the top with gold coins, along with a large scroll case. And inside you see what looks like, similar to the document you had, the little schema, is more of that, the complete set of it to show you how to build it. And inside is also one more of those injectors. And is full with a red liquid.
Oh my.
What's in it?
I relay that to everyone.
Oh no. We have to get her.
We do. We have to get her.
The good thing is I don't think that she'll leave the train. I don't think there are abilities. It depends on how far the dragon mark has gotten, but I'm not sure.
And are the dragon mark abilities, is this something that can only, is it something that can be used continuously, or is it?
Well, it'll run out eventually, and she'll need time to rest, but it's not looking good.
Okay.
It depends on how powerful the mark is, and this is unknown completely.
All right. Well, we should chase after her. Someone needs to guard the chest.
So searching the chest, the only thing that is
The scroll.
yeah, you can take the scroll case and what's inside.
Okay.
But the coins and stuff is just a lot of money.
That's fair.
So
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not important, but I'm just
Right.
saying the important part is what you
We
have.
don't care as
Yeah.
much for that.
If you don't mind,
Who
I'll
needs coins?
hold on to this. Then I'll grab the vial.
Okay.
Okay. You have the vial. You have the schema.
Yep.
And that's the end of your turn. Whose turn is it next?
Me. 4.
Okay.
Pulver.
What is your plan, Pulver?
Pulver is going to pursue.
Okay. You start heading towards the helm car, and as you do, you all sort of feel the train sort of jolt a little bit
Oh boy.
as it starts speeding up a little.
Oh no.
Okay.
What sort of dragon mark did she have? You said it was from Caden.
Caden.
That will mean that she might have some sort of control over this train, the transportation, the elementals. It's all because of the Orion dragon mark.
We have to hurry.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
So your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to try to bust through this door.
We don't need doors anymore.
No.
We'll just...
This is just how Pulver enters a room.
We'll put it on Aiden's tab,
Yeah.
you know?
Is the door locked? Doesn't matter. I bust through it anyway. Hell with
Is it a
Raging.
push or a pull? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so yes, the door is locked.
Okay.
So just like before, if you want to make a... This one's a little tougher because this is a metal door in
Okay.
the helm car, so it'll be tougher.
Attack or...
This will be an attack roll, yes.
Athletics, okay. Attack roll. Okay. 15, 20, dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a good hit, yeah, roll damage. Roll some real damage.
Only 7 points of damage.
And this is using your Warhammer?
Yes.
So you grab your Warhammer and take a good swing at this door, and you make a large dent. It is still not opening, but you have made very good progress.
Okay.
This is the door going out, right? To the other...
It's this. It's
Or the
it's the door in
door
the helm
going
car.
in.
It's the
Okay.
actual door in the
okay,
helm car.
so can you place me in the... Yeah, I'm sure there's a word for that.
Yeah,
Vestibule?
Yeah.
mid carriage.
Do you want to put
Ooh.
Garra
That sounds
in here
really
as well?
legit, Gaurav.
Next up is
It's me.
Megan, you're great with that. Good work.
Thanks. So I'm gonna lock this door.
okay.
Then I mean, I don't necessarily know what's happening, but I'm sure as soon as I get there,
Yeah.
I'll find out. So
And I
just,
motioned you to come.
I'll just double
Yeah.
move.
Okay.
So that'd be what, 10 spaces?
Here. You're right there. Okay. Next in the round, it is Garra's turn. You feel the ground sort of shake under you as the train starts moving even faster. Next in the round, number 2,
That's me.
Waltz.
And the door was opened or not quite yet?
No.
Not quite.
Okay.
Just give it a good
Probably
bust.
another good shove from Pulver here will open this door. But you have probably this round to prepare for whatever's inside.
Yeah, I'll just move close to behind Pulver.
You can also ready actions for
Yeah.
stuff that happen if you have a condition
Right.
on how you want to ready. Or you can aid Pulver in doing this and give him advantage.
Cool. I think what I'm going to do is ready in action, and I'm going to... we don't know what's on the other side of this door, so I'm going to ready my flying silks
Okay.
to pull a spring trap.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'll move up right behind him.
What's the range of... Is this based on mage
30.
hand?
Uh-huh.
So you're basically right behind Pulver, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Next in the round, Ghost.
Ghost is going to exit the cart room thingy and wait. Can I delay until he gets the door open? Or no, because I
Yes, you can ready an action to
Okay.
basically say when that door opens, if I see Garra, I will...
Let me see what the range is. How far away am I from Garra?
It'll be 60 feet max as to
Okay.
whatever you're doing.
Oh, there is a window, so we can sort of
There is a window,
gauge.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm going to ready my short bow instead.
Okay.
If I can see the range, because I was assuming the door was...
Well, you also saw the helm car on the other side.
that's true.
So
That's true.
you've seen one of these before. You know what's sort of
Yeah.
inside.
So I'll ready my short bow then instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to roll in.
Oh, move inside?
Yeah.
You want to move inside and attack?
Move inside, and then I was gonna cast the spell after, so I was just gonna wait.
Okay. Next up in the round,
4. That is me.
Pulver.
That is Pulver. All right, Pulver will swing again with his mighty hammer. Yeah, okay, 22.
Oh, yeah. Big hit.
Oh, 6 points.
6 points is... You did 7 previously, correct?
Yes.
Yes. 12 is what you needed.
Okay.
So, this door usually slides left or right. It doesn't this time. But
Or anymore.
or ever
again.
Yes. It slams forward onto the ground, and you do you step inside or
Yes.
you wait?
And like smoke billows out behind
Yes.
us.
It's a very cool action scene.
The red eyes,
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
thing
yeah.
you see, and then the body.
Yeah, exactly. So you walk inside, and you see directly in front of you at around that location, in the front of the helm car, you see Garra with her massive hand on top of the control core of this train, and you see this dragon mark of passage just blazing furiously on her face, on the side of her face, and just below her you see a body brutally beheaded of someone who's wearing House Orion clothing.
Yikes.
And she turns to you and hears this door fall down and turns to you and says, come on in! Next stop, your graves!
I take the shot.
Yeah, take the shot.
That's a 7.
A 7 does not do it.
But I take it anyway.
You do. Yeah, it sails past Garra.
Pulver says, Garra, back away from that. But it sounds like.
That's still happening? All right.
Oh yeah, we're still
yeah.
raging.
It's
Still
been
invincible.
4 turns.
Okay. Next in the round.
Is Ghost. Alright, so I'm going to move in till I am 30 feet away from Garra.
That's 30 feet.
Great. And then I'm going to. Okay, here's to hoping this works. Like, Garra, you don't want to do this. Do you not remember me? It's Jaws. And then I cast Charm Person.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Hell yeah!
Oh man.
This has been the long game.
Charm person. Wow.
We'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's with advantage because you are actively fighting this person.
Yep.
Who is probably insane at this point. What kind of save is this?
Wisdom.
Okay. Half ogres are known to be wise.
Yeah, so wise.
They rolled a 13.
Oh, it's 13!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry. The other one was garbage. So you cast Charm Person. You see this. What does your Charm Person look like?
What is
Is
my
it just
Charm
a wave?
Person?
Is just a wave that appears in front of them that kind of illuminates?
Yeah, it's like everything seems warm in their vision,
Yeah.
and like it's like this very relaxing feeling.
Yeah. So you see like this sort of
Like
mirage.
LSD.
Yeah.
Sort of these colors appear in front of their face.
Yeah.
And then their dragon mark like explodes furiously and kind of wipes it away.
Oh, that didn't work.
And then she grasps further onto the control core, and the train moves even faster.
Oh no,
You are
it's
blazing.
gonna fall apart.
You feel the whole train just rattling at this point.
Nice spell slots.
Me too.
Yay!
Next in line, because that was your held.
It's me.
All right, Gadget.
No pressure.
I think as far as I can get is here.
Unless you double move.
Unless I double, if I want to do something in the move, yeah. I'd like to shoot at her. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay.
You just get underneath Pulver's feet
It's the same
and make sure
position
you
as
don't
before.
shoot Ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
You're good. You can definitely shoot. You've done very good with this short bow.
That's 13.
You shoot this short bow at Garra, and this thing goes straight for her chest, and then you see it just open up with mist and go straight through her to the back. This is a miss. I'm just flavoring it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
This wasn't an ability. This was just a miss. Anything else from you?
Stop doing that!
Oh, yes, right away.
Thank you!
See, we can just get along.
Yeah.
Right?
Who's next? That was number
That was 5, top of the round.
That's back to the top already? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Garra is going to charge. Ooh. 1, 2.
Bring
3,
it
4.
on.
Garra is going to charge you, Ghost,
Yep.
raising this giant greatsword right in front of you.
Oh boy.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. You're good.
Oh, that's actually probably fine for you.
Good. Husband's like, oh no.
It's only an 11.
You miss.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Great. I did miss. So
Ghost.
this greatsword slams down to the metal floor of this helm car, just missing you by inches. And she pulls it out of the ground and snarls at your face.
Can I say something in reaction?
Go for it!
Good.
Good!
What's wrong? Is the dragon mark affecting you too much?
And every time she growls, you can see like this dragon mark is like ebbing and flowing on her face. It doesn't look like a regular dragon mark. It doesn't usually move like that,
Yeah.
but it is slowly covering the side of her face. And you can feel, when you get closer, you can feel heat, actual heat coming from her face.
Someone's gonna explode.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Next in line is number 2, which
That's
is
Waltz.
Waltz.
Here's what Waltz is gonna do. So I'm going to move through friendly spaces, 5, 10, 15, 20. Is the door locked to go into that sidecar?
Oh, we're by
No.
me.
No? So I'll move into there. What's in there? Is it a bathroom or something? Or
This looks like a closet that has,
But there are windows? Is
There
that
are
what
windows,
this-
yeah.
Okay. Do the windows open?
they can open, yeah.
I open the windows and I'm gonna climb outside.
Okay. you open this window, and you're climbing outside of this train. It is moving very fast.
Yes.
So when you open the window and just stick your hand outside, it immediately goes to the back.
Sure.
So it's very difficult. All the checks to make to like hang on to this train outside are going to be much harder.
Great.
Okay.
I'm going to tie my rope with what's in here. I guess.
There's like a bookshelf that's holding some manuals, some old manuals.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna hold.
Heavy enough? I'm little.
I mean, it's bolted to the ground.
Yeah.
Most things in trains are because.
Yeah, so I'll use my mage hand to loop my rope around it.
Okay.
And then sort of tie it off, and then it's around my waist too.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try.
What is your?
So I'm gonna climb out of the window.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how far I can get because this is again using different movement. But as I want to hang on to like the side of the train, and I want to move forward to go in the other window. Yeah.
That window? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's a good plan. Okay, so.
Well, not a good plan.
Well,
it's a plan.
I'll play.
If you think you can do the athletics check.
Here's the thing, I'm specialized in it, or acrobatics.
I'll take acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it is usually a 10, acrobatics, athletics. It's going to be 15. This train is moving at immense speeds.
I'm brave.
I got this.
I got this.
You were trained for this.
You can do it.
Do I got this?
Oh,
I don't got this.
Yeah, no, not at all.
What did you get?
That is the opposite of
A
getting
whole
this.
8.
So, you did tie yourself to something.
I did.
In case this happened. So you get out, you climb out this window and feel this immense speed, this wind just blowing into your face, and you get a hang onto the side of the helm car. Also, this helm car, all helm cars, the front of these trains, are just, there's crackling electricity around the helm.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're made of. So that is something else to be concerned about.
Great.
So as you like put your hand forward, this lightning, this electricity just strikes where your hand was going to be, and you pull back and lose your grip and kind of fall off the side of the train and hit the not the ground, but
Sure.
like the side because the rope catches. Ooh. So you'll just take a little bit of damage as your head gets a little bumpy, bruisey.
Do these things go along the ground, or are they up in the air?
They're up in the air,
Oh, okay. How high in the air are we? Approximately.
probably like 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Not like like city tower.
Right. Not
No.
like
There's like
magnet.
there's a rune on the ground, there's runes on the bottom, and electricity connects them to move.
Got it. Okay.
You take 4 damage.
Okay.
But you are still conscious.
Yep.
And you are still tied to this train.
Yep.
You are okay for now.
This is a bad idea.
As you look up, you see the rope at the edge of the window start to fray a little.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start making my way back in.
Cool.
Just
On the
letting
next
you
turn.
know.
Yeah. No worries.
This was a failed experiment.
I thought it was great.
Great.
I really liked it. Next in the round,
It's me.
Ghost.
All right. Well, I assume I see all of this happen next to me.
You probably did.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go. Ooh. Okay.
See him like climb out, like slowly
I'm
climb
like,
out the
yeah,
window,
you got this.
and the rope goes taut.
And as soon as
Mistakes were
I
made.
see that, I'm going to try. Can I disengage and go in that room, or no? Because then I have to end what I'm doing.
You want to go in the room that Waltz is in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can disengage and go
Because
in
I
there.
know Pulver is gonna go straight anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look back,
Unleash
I see
the
Pulver,
Pulv.
and I'm like, he's got this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Great. So you reach out the window and grab Waltz and pull him inside?
Yep, I'm gonna
Okay.
try.
Yeah, just give me an athletics check to grab hold of him and pull. Won't be too hard, just a 10. It's a DC 10. Easy peasy.
13. Technically 12.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm
So-
not strong.
You pull Waltz into the train and he is
Got you.
flustered and his hair
Beat
is
up.
just all over the
It's okay.
More so than usual.
place. He is inside the train and safe for now.
Thank
Yep,
you.
we got this.
This is bad.
Next up, after Ghost,
Ah!
here we go.
Okay. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. 18.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
Roll
Let's do
damage.
some damage.
Make it a good one.
All the damage.
Oh, that's maximum damage. 13 points.
Holy baloney.
And
Yes. So you strike Garra with all your might, all your weight behind it, and you smash her like straight in the side of the neck. And she. I'm gonna rip your head off, rip your arms off, and I make you into a table or something.
is my clever response.
Your battle cry, it scares me! Next up in the round,
Is me.
Gadget.
Okay. Can I, like, in the game mechanics, I'm just moving over there, but in the, like, cool aspect of the game, what she's really doing, what I really want to do is run and dive under his legs and grab her ankle and shock and grasp her.
Garra?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so cool.
That's
Yeah,
really
she's
great.
fun.
That's the coolest crap ever. And you want to end up behind her.
Not necessarily. I was thinking I'd end up under Pulver, basically.
So you can't end in Pulver's space, is the
Okay.
only problem.
Sure, I
But
can
if you
end
want to do that and then move one back behind Pulver,
Yeah,
that's
that-
fine too.
I'll do that.
Or behind her.
You could move behind her
Yeah,
too.
just
Puts me in a...
Yeah.
Although that would be... Is flanking still a thing? I can't remember
It's not.
where...
It's not.
But you
here.
could get to the.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, to that thing? That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like do a
sure.
cool like dive
I'll
and
do
slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I make, no, that's an attack, yep.
Mm-hmm.
On Garra.
15.
15's a hit.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's what I want.
So you slide underneath Garra, grab her ankle, and
That's 5 lightning damage.
Nice!
Ooh!
Nice done.
Is she in metal armor?
She has some metal on her, yes.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
So you grab her foot and electrocute her, and she kind of looks down like, ah, little gnome, filthy little gnome, I'm gonna smash your head in.
That's rude.
Yikes.
You ended behind her. Cool. That's where you want to stay? Okay, next in the round is me.
Yeah.
Shoo. Okay. Garra is not getting anywhere with you,
Okay.
so it's going to turn its sight towards
Does that
Gadget.
provoke attack?
Wah.
Disengaging?
Only if they move. They're not
Yeah,
moving.
leave
They're
a
just
threat-
turning around.
Leave a threatened square. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just turning around. Garra turns around and raises this great sword high in the sky.
It's probably as big as I am.
Yeah.
It's twice the height as you.
You've got.
It's very tall.
Hey.
That's a natty 1.
Ooh. That's nice.
That's what I needed.
So, Garra raises this massive greatsword, and her eyes are just ablaze with fury and anger. And she brings it down on you, and you kind of like wince a little bit and close your eyes, and you feel the slam of this sword come down. And then you open your eyes and look to your left, and the sword is just planted there with no hand touching it. And Garra is just kind of taken aback for a second and grabbing her face. It burns! It burns!
It does.
And you see her face begin to illuminate with this light, and there's a massive spike of heat coming from her body. And she starts to just scream in agony. No! They told me this works! And her head explodes into flames and blood,
Ew.
and her corpse falls onto the ground,
Oh.
dead.
Ew.
As soon as that happens, I'm gonna run up to the controls.
Yes.
And I assume the corpse, is in front of it,
Just off to the right, yes.
just off to the right. I'm gonna look at that corpse. Do they have a dragon mark?
Yes. So you look down, you go to the front of the console that controls the train, and you see this glowing crystal core that contains this elemental. It's whirling inside, and it's pulsing with electricity, and there's arcs kind of coming out of it, and there's just all sorts of lights that are red around it. And there's a gauge that just says lower speed, lower speed. This core actually has a crack inside of it that's sort of leaking out electricity. Usually these are safe and contained, but this is sort of jutting out electricity. It looks like this core has been damaged.
Because normally the person with the dragon mark would touch that
Yes.
to control it.
Exactly.
Does it look like it's able to be touched, or
Yes.
it will shock whoever?
It looks like it still can operate.
Okay.
But at this point, someone with a dragon mark of passage needs to operate this train. The other choice you have here is possibly destroy this core. And what happens there is, well, you release what's inside. And it will
It's an
likely,
elemental.
it will very likely, it doesn't look happy while it's whirling around there.
You know, we could also just detach this car. I mean, granted, we don't know where that's going to end up, but it'll stop the rest of the train.
There's so many people on here.
Right. If we just detach the first helm, then the rest of the train should slow down.
Can you do that?
We could try.
You can look around and see there's controls for that.
You start doing that. I will continue examining this and the body.
Who has that second vial?
I
do.
believe Waltz does.
Waltz does.
Okay.
So You also see, coming close on the windshield, is Wroat. And there is a turn that comes with this train. And it looks like Garra's plan was just to slam this into the city. And
I
cause
stab
much
myself
damage.
with the vial.
But
I know.
No!
I know, but I have to. I don't know if it's passage. I don't know if it's going to affect my dragon mark, but I have to save these people. And the only way to do it, even if it's temporary, is to get that dragon mark. And this is the person that was the conductor. They can't do it anymore. So I stab myself with the vial.
All right, I'm going to give anybody here a chance to stop. Waltz, you see Waltz pull out this vial.
I'm gonna try to grab it from him.
You're going to try.
All right, this is Waltz, and he was doing it. He wasn't saying anything when doing
No.
it, so it'll be basically dexterity versus them, and you'll have disadvantage. You'll have advantage.
Okay.
You were much faster in thinking about this, and
Yep.
Uh,
Ooh, I roll pretty good.
I did not.
oh no!
I'm a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Okay.
So you grab Waltz's arm before they
Yeah.
I was going to
I grab his arm, I take the vial, and I go, sorry, friend.
No, I don't know if that works. You don't have blood.
So you grab this vial
Yeah.
and stick it into your neck and say, "Sorry, friend."
Yeah.
And you inject it into you, and you hear a hissing noise, but nothing happens. And you look back at it, and the vial is still full.
You can't do it, Pulver. It has to be me.
oh my god.
Warforged cannot have dragon marks.
Give it to me.
Yep.
Pulver, I need you to trust me, okay? We've been through a lot together. I can do this. I can control it, and they couldn't.
It's just unsafe.
None of this is safe. Hand it over.
In the midst of all this, can I be trying to find a way to
Yeah.
to take this car or like?
Yes.
Decouple the car?
You go to the front, and it's kind of crackling with electricity, and you only see train controls up here. But you remember before you came into this car, before you knocked the door, you saw some other controls with levers on the side, and you're pretty sure that is what unlatches the cars from each other.
I think we can unlatch the cars.
Not in time. The city's coming up.
Yeah.
At this point, can Ghost have walked up and like be looking at this core?
Yes,
Yeah.
it looks very dangerous. It is vibrating with power.
Okay.
Give it to me.
All right.
You already have a dragon mark.
That's
you don't
why
know
I
what
think
it's going to do to
it
you.
could happen, but it's better me than one of you. We know what happens to a non-dragon marked person. Just, we can't decide this. I stab myself with the vial.
Do you give it to him?
I let him have it.
Okay. You grab that vial
Yeah.
and you stick it into your neck and press the button. And you feel an immediate and immense surge of energy, followed by intense pain as this vial distributes throughout your bloodstream. And you grasp the side of your neck and you fight this pain as best you can. But it feels like searing hot needles on the inside of your skull, scraping as this mark forms on the side of your head. So on the other side of your face, you
On the
have
other side.
you have an almost complete dragon mark of passage beginning to form.
I want to grab the thing, the control.
So do you push Ghost out of the way? She was
Yeah.
in front.
You know,
Whoever.
I'd stop, yeah.
Move! I'm in pain.
Here are your new abilities.
Okay,
Give him to you.
temporarily until my head explodes.
So, you are in the front of the train, and you put your hand on top of the control core, and you feel this electricity just start surging through your body, but you feel an immediate connection with this being inside of this core, this air elemental that's trying to free its way out. It looks like when Garra was activating it, she was trying to rile it up, to anger it, and you have to try to calm it down. So, you are going to try to basically persuade this elemental.
So glad I did this. That's my thing.
So, while you're up in the front and you are still next to him, this electricity coming from this core is crackling out and starting to damage the inside of this train.
Okay.
So, make a dex check, anybody who's up there.
Not me, I'll just
That's
take
5.
whatever. Oh, I was gonna take a healing potion before I did this. Whoops! Didn't do that.
Roll the 10.
Okay.
Damn.
Are you up there?
No,
I
she's
mean,
not.
I
Oh,
was
no,
back
you're on the
here.
side.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're both going to take 4 damage. 4 lightning damage.
But the two of us?
Yes. You see this control core as you both take these surges of electricity, and whether or not Waltz can stop this train, you're pretty sure that this is going to short out and possibly explode if Waltz can't contain it in time. So it feels like getting off of this car for now is the best way to go if you want to preserve yourself.
Okay.
But you don't have to.
Right.
But you do.
But I do, yes. I'm going to I'm going to take the rope that is still tied to you at this point.
It's like frayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the rope that's tied to you at this point and hold on to the end of it and tie the rope I have to it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go towards the back of the train.
Okay.
And then hopefully after I see that he's gotten control, I'm going to use my mage hand and myself to try to yank him back.
Okay. Gadget is also in the back of the train, trying to disconnect these cars, and you have found the manual switch to do so. So she is ready to do so whenever you are.
I would probably be over here.
And I told Pulver this as I'm doing it. Pulver, I'm going to the back of this train. It's going to explode no matter what. We need to get out of here.
Do you follow Pulver?
We will try to get Waltz.
I try to look at Waltz one last time.
I'm in my zone.
Torn.
You see his hair just being electrified with all this energy
I'll
around.
just place my hand on his shoulder. And I'll say, Godspeed, friend.
But it comes out as
Yes, because I'm still raging. I scream into his ear one last time, and then head to the back of the train.
So relaxing.
So you head to the back of the train. This rope is tethered to Waltz.
Yep.
The three of you are back there now? On the other car?
Yep.
Okay. It's ready to release whenever you are.
I'm gonna wait until the last possible second that we can.
Okay.
Last couple seconds actually, since it take a while to pull him.
Okay.
And I will pull him away if I don't think he's successful.
All right. Waltz, you feel this energy flowing through you, and you try to communicate with this being inside the core. Make a persuasion check. And you add a d8 because of your new ability. So,
I do.
So communicating with anything you're trying to control with the Dragon Mark of Passage, you add a d8 to do so.
So that is a 16 plus 6, 22.
22 is good.
Nice.
So you try with all your might to calm this core down.
So many people are going to get hurt. I'm sorry this happened to you, but we need to calm down. We need to slow this down.
And it starts to calm down slowly. This train is still moving very quickly, but it's calming down. You all see that electricity is arcing even further, and it at this point is starting to fry everything in the room. So you see carpets on the floor, and the curtains start to catch fire. And the other thing that catches fire is the rope.
All right, it's now or never.
So you see this rope behind you start to flame. I mean, you probably don't turn around.
No, I'm yanking it.
You're yanking it now?
Yeah, God.
Well, we need to give him time.
The train has not stopped yet.
Yeah.
It is still moving at immense speeds.
We
Not yet.
I'll give him 3 more seconds.
Okay. Waltz, one more time. You're going to try to persuade this core, this air elemental inside this core, to calm itself. The DC for this is 20. There's 20 for the last one, but you did it, so.
Okay. Okay, that's 9. It's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
You try to calm this thing down, but it doesn't seem to be communicating back with you. It is focused on trying to escape, and you see this elemental hand starting to appear out of the core and try to break out. It's trying to just power its way through the core and escape.
Okay.
It is so close to escaping.
So that it snaps me out of like this trance that I've been in. I see everything's on fire and there's electricity. I see this thing around my waist, and I pull out my staff and I activate it so it becomes long, and I smash the controls, the container.
Okay.
As I see that, I'm gonna yank, and I'm gonna be like, Pulver, help me!
Okay.
Pulver, help her!
Okay, you smash this control core. You take out your staff and bring down all your might onto this core, and you...
From where I saw it trying to get released, I kind of want to add to that. Like, it's being released and I'm helping to break the thing to release it.
You're trying to release it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I say, Pulver, help me, I also say, Gadget, pull.
Okay.
So hopefully the momentum of...
So the plan is smashes the core, Gadget releases the other cars, and you pull Waltz out to safety.
Yep.
Okay.
In that order.
So
Do
that
you need a second
sounds
to do the calculations here?
that sounds like 3 rolls to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one is to smash this core.
Okay.
So give me just a straight attack roll with your quarterstaff.
Okay. Oops. So, natural 1, but I've got lucky as a halfling.
Yes!
You are a lucky
that's
little
better than a
halfling.
2.
9 plus my quarterstaff is plus 3, so that's a 12.
Okay, a 12 is what you needed to crack the core.
Awesome! It does 6 points of damage.
Okay, you crack down with your quarterstaff, and you see this in slow motion. You see as electricity sort of cracks and sizzles everything around you, making your hair just stand up and electricity pulse through everything. The core begins to shatter, and this elemental hand at the same time punches outward, followed by a massive explosion of lightning. Gadget, you're going to release the car. I guess I don't need a roll for that,
Okay.
because that is a simple mechanical switch. So you do so. You release the car, and you see the coupling release, and the trains begin to separate. And this is when both of you pull. So you're both pulling.
Yep.
You have advantage.
Cool.
I should probably do the most of the pulling.
Yes, please.
Since I'm strong.
Okay.
So
I
he's
still-
rolling then, or
With advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I have
Okay.
a -1.
The DC for this is also 20.
Okay. Oh.
So you will get to roll one more d20,
Yep.
not this reroll at disadvantage.
I don't get to roll both d20. I only get to roll one more.
Because this is usually gives you advantage. So you get to roll one of those d20s.
Get to roll one of those d20s.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Brown.
All right. All on this die roll.
Old brownie. It is a 18.
Do you mind if I take a little bit of this?
What do you
So the two of you are pulling, and
Yes.
even Pulver, it like yanks, and as you pull, the rope is completely slack. There's nothing on the other end of this. And if you were to turn around, I would be grasping this dragon mark and just slowly forming from mist behind you.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Because I'm not used to these abilities.
Yes. Right.
I do have Misty Step.
Yep. You do. So as Waltz appears magically behind you as this rope, you fall back. Your train car begins to slow, as do all the train cars behind you, and you see this other train car lose power and collide with the ground in front of it, and you hear a massive explosion of electricity in front of you, and it arcs, and you feel this wave pass through you, and you are all knocked backwards onto the train where you are.
God.
But then all is quiet.
You're alive!
This still hurts though a lot.
But your head is still here.
Waltz, this pain in your head is increasing rapidly.
Yeah.
And you might not be trying to show off that it is hurting,
Right.
but it doesn't feel like it's going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
And you've already seen what happens.
Right. I'd like to make a medicine check on myself, just to see if
Sure.
there's anything that I can do to like counter this or something.
Yeah.
Or to help with the
Go
symptoms.
for it.
90-20!
Hey!
But I'm not done yet. Medicine has plus
Oh,
4,
and two.
plus 2, plus 26.
Wow.
Okay.
It's lupus.
There is no
lupus.
cure for this lupus.
Yeah.
So you as this train car pulls to a stop and falls to the ground, you go outside to look at it in the sunlight. Or
Sure.
actually, it's nighttime at this point.
Yeah.
You go outside and try to look at it in the moonlight as best you can. There's no light
It's
in the...
more of like a mentally
Yeah.
check-in on myself too.
You feel the side of your face, and it is hot to the touch. It is searing hot. And you touch it, and you feel something moving on the inside. It feels like there's a parasite inside of you. And it is basically using you as a host to create this energy. But it is growing massively and rapidly inside of your face. And
I'm gonna do some tests then internally with my body. So if I start to agitate myself, does it seem like it's feeding off of that, like a parasite? Or if I calm myself, is it less?
it was basically whenever you used that surge of energy to control every time he did that, it would surge in
Got
pain.
it.
But now it looks like it just wants to escape, but it is surging in and out.
Okay.
And it is immense pain.
Yeah.
You are close to passing out. You see black dots on the side of your eyes.
Plus,
and you
I
are,
have 2 hit points.
Do you communicate this to us?
Yeah.
I mean, you see him just
It's
like on
really
his
hurt.
knees.
Does
Just,
anybody have a healing potion
Well, you
left?
think you
or-
can cut it out? Like,
I was
is
about to
it?
say.
Yeah, I'll just take a healing potion. So I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
Oh, you've got yours. Okay,
All right.
Do I have a...
I will tell you with that 26 medicine check, it doesn't seem like this is going to do anything.
Well, it'll make me feel better.
It will definitely make you
Right.
feel better.
Yeah.
For having more hit points. 4 plus 2 is 6. Puts me up to 8.
All right. I'm gonna. Do you trust me? I'm gonna try. I can try to cut it out.
Yeah. Whatever you need to do.
All right, here. Bite onto this, and I can get a piece of cloth.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna take out my dagger, and I'm gonna try to carve it out of his face.
Not my beautiful face.
Oh, God.
I mean, what other option do we
Right,
have?
Yeah.
Instant surgery.
Just holds.
Waltz,
Yeah.
also with that medicine check,
Yeah.
you realize that if you were to die
Right.
before this explodes, it would exit your body without exploding.
Here's the thing. People have tried to cut dragon marks off of people before, and it doesn't work. I don't think that is going to be the option.
Well, it's either that happens or your head explodes, so either way you're dying, we might as well try, and this is a parasite.
There's another way. Before I explode. Just do it. My neck.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna try to cut this out of your face first.
It's gonna explode. It's gonna get everybody.
You do see this thing moving. This isn't like a bullet wound. This is moving inside of his face. And it's growing larger, and the heat is getting
Hurts
immense.
so much.
So much so that when you move your blade next to it, you see the blade begin to like heat up. This pain is excruciating, Waltz. You are on your knees.
Here.
All right.
Do it.
No,
It's
I
your
don't want
call.
any more blood on your hands.
It has to be soon.
All right. I'm sorry, Waltz.
Yeah.
So, Waltz, your throat is slit by Ghost. You fall to your knees and onto the ground.
Oh, I'm holding him.
Okay. You fall into Ghost's arms as you bleed all over your clothing and die. This parasite inside of you begins to start wriggling rapidly, trying to get out. And it starts to slow, and starts to cool, it starts to shrink. And you see it turn into sort of a worm that slips down and out of his nose
Can I grab it?
and slithers onto the ground. You can grab it.
So I'm gonna take it back to study.
Okay. Waltz is dead.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a lighter?
Yes.
Does anyone have
So, eventually people start coming out of the train, trying to see what happened, why the train stopped. Airships, sky coaches from Wroat and Sharn show up to investigate this crash site. It's cordoned off. Are you there when everybody shows up?
I don't think we should be. Nope.
yeah, we probably try to leave.
Yep.
Okay. You,
How far are we from Wroat?
probably a good hour if you go on foot.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't that far, but far enough on foot that it will take a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You start heading in that direction. You
Yes.
carry
At
Waltz.
maximum speed.
Okay. A couple weeks later, we open on a small and brightly sunlit room. The three of you are sitting in chairs. Ghost, Pulver, Gadget, facing a well-kept desk behind which a changeling man is dressed in a vest and a button-up shirt, much like mine, and is reading some papers out of a folder. This is Captain Braun, the leader of the Dark Lanterns, and you've just finished debriefing him on the mission that you just completed in Sharn. And he's looking over the details of the report that you gave him. All right. Well, all things considered, I'd say you did a fine job. It's commendable. You saved the child of Alden Dorian, and you stopped a biological weapon from getting in the hands of Dask. Not to mention a train from careening into Wroat. A job well done.
Thank you.
Now, about your fallen comrade. He has been resurrected. But something seems a little off about him.
That's pretty normal with resurrection, right?
Yes, it is. A little more off than usual, I should say.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good. In like what way? Like he's not like an undead zombie type thing now.
No,
Okay.
nothing like that,
It's
Gadget.
good. Don't want to have to kill him twice, you know?
Yes.
That would be weird.
Yes.
Sorry, I get anxious and things like this.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to relax.
It was stressful.
But
My hand on her shoulder. Yeah, it's
Thanks.
like I said, they are recovering, and we're doing all we can to bring them back. But there have been complications. It seems their biological chemistry has been somehow altered by this parasite that you brought, which, well done bringing that in. I do wish we had a sample of this device. Now, I know we can build it from the schema that you brought, but the blueprints did not contain the chemical compounds that they used to make this specific strand. Waltz was a good agent, but at this point I am retiring him.
What?
He is not fit for duty anytime soon.
Anytime soon, but that doesn't mean never.
No, that doesn't mean ever, but at this point, I just don't think he's fit to be in the field.
I mean, can you be more specific? Like, what's wrong?
He claims to have dreams of elementals in his brain. He screams about other planes filled with energy and racking his mind for a way to somehow get there. I don't quite understand why he's talking about this. It might have something to do with the train he was on and the communication he had with that elemental. But, like I said, he is not fit for duty.
Captain, I have seen his courage firsthand. I know he is strong. I know he will get through this. I would ask you to
Yes.
reconsider.
I won't be reconsidering. In fact, I've already made my decision on what to do with Waltz, and as Dark Lanterns, we sometimes need to cover up things, and Waltz is a public figure. He takes out a newspaper and turns it and pushes it towards you all. And it says, the headline reads, "Disgraced heir to House Jarasco hijacks train."
What is this?
Lots of people saw him on that train. And although he is to be commended for rescuing you all, well, not just you all, but everybody on that train, we needed to cover this up. And as you know, it comes down to us to decide how this story plays out. Now, if we were to talk about Dask and a criminal syndicate running wild in Sharn, stealing trains, that would not be good. What's done is done. This is the story we're going with.
That's harsh.
It is, and I'm sorry to have done it, but it was the easiest way out. Anyways, I think we're done here. Gold Nickel's outside, and she'll see you out.
Can we visit him? Can you at least give us that?
Please. We would like to see our friend again.
You'll see him when he's better.
That's not good enough. I have given my entire life to the Lanterns. My family has given our entire lives and names to the Lanterns. And you can't do this little thing.
He's not well.
I just want to see our friend.
We said he died in the train crash. We can't just release him.
We can go to him. No one's asking you to release him.
It's out of the question. It's not going to happen.
So we do all this work for you, and our friend dies by her hand. We had to kill him to save everything.
Yes, Gadget.
And we can't just go see him?
Yes, Gadget, that's the job. That's what you were supposed to do. And you did it well. Now, there are casualties when we do these things, and I'm sad that it was on our side this time, but...
Maybe this place is Barovia. She says under her breath.
No.
I have work to do.
Captain, I don't see how I could continue in the employ of the Dark Lanterns if this is the treatment I am to expect from you.
All right, Pulver, I'll consider this your 2 weeks' notice.
Understood.
Was the captain looking at any papers while they were telling us this?
Just the newspaper that he folded
Oh.
over, which he takes back and puts on his desk. All right, that's all. Please, we'll be in contact for your next mission.
Ghost just stares at him for a little bit longer.
Pulver walks out right away.
Gadget will follow Pulver.
This is above you, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you at least give me the name?
The name of what?
The code name of who's doing this. Whose call is this?
I can't give you that. And he writes down on a piece of paper, King.
She takes the paper, rips it off the page, and crumples it up and walks out with it in her hand.
Outside, you walk into a hallway and see sitting on a bench is a short, stocky woman with blonde hair and colorful glasses.
Hey!
Where are my colorful glasses?
Go, Nico!
She sees you walk out and stands up very quickly. Oh, I take it that didn't go well.
Well, I mean, whenever you learned that one of your, the people in your group has been blamed for everything and completely retired, yeah, I'd say that it probably didn't go very well, all things considered.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, and I'm also very, very sorry for your loss.
Is this a common thing that the Lanterns do? They just, I mean, I know, if something happens, they say, oh, we don't know who that is, but do they blame things on us regularly? Is that something we should be worried about?
It is.
Oh, no.
Yes, they try to cover up things as best they can, and sometimes it just falls on us to take the sword.
They don't like the whole loyalty thing. That usually loyalty equals better employees, things like that. No, just throw them under the bus.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do something about it.
You could find Waltz for us.
Well, I was working on that. Would you take a walk with me out in the courtyard?
I'd love to.
Yes.
So, you all walk out of the building onto a grassy courtyard of the Citadel, and these tall stone walls that are surrounding you make you feel very safe, very comforted, at ease. And it's a very bright and sunny day today, but not many people are out in the courtyard. You follow Gold Nickel down the path, and she says, you know, it's strange being a desk lantern. That's what we call ourselves, the ones who work behind desks and aren't out in the field like you, making a difference every day. We just watch paperwork go in and off of our desks. And now, don't get me wrong, I do understand we're doing important work too. If I could have done more, I would have. You all continue down this grassy path and then turn the corner into a garden that's filled with bright flowers and shaped topiaries. And Gold Nickel pauses and sort of turns to you and says, but, being stuck behind a desk can have its upsides. And you look to see where she's sort of pointing at, and there is a very familiar face standing in the garden. And you see a statue there, posed like an ancient hero of legend. Waltz. And you walk up to it, and at the base of the statue is a plaque, and it reads, Waltz, dancing until the end. And she turns to you and says, it's the least I could do.
Well, it's good to know that if we get thrown under the proverbial bus, that we'll at least get a statue.
And I promise you, I will try to find him and see where he's at. They've put him in some sort of laboratory to find out what's really happening. And I think other houses might be involved. They might be trying to find out how to use this weapon for, the other side of the war, but it'll be nice to see his face every day at least.
Yeah, a good reminder that it's easy to get shit on here.
Should let you know, Gold Nickel, that I'm leaving the Dark Lanterns.
But Pulver, you have so much work to do.
No. I do have much work to do. I need to find myself, find Waltz. But it has been a pleasure working with you. You are truly helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
It's funny, Waltz isn't dead or anything. I just, looking at this, it makes me... I'm sorry, I should have some sort of decorum in these sorts of situations. I'm going to collect myself, but thank you for your service.
Thank you for all your help.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And she walks away. And so ends your first mission with the Dark Lanterns.
The first mission.
Just the first one. Plenty more.
Yeah.
So thank you to Ghost, Pulver, Waltz, and Gadget for your service. And thank you to Ashlen, Tyler, Xander, and Megan for playing in this wonderful game. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Yeah. Gold Nickel.
Yeah. Everyone else.
That's the show. That's Dark Lanterns, everyone.
Wow.
We'll see where this adventure goes.
Come get me.
Waltz is out there somewhere in some laboratory.
For one moment, I was like, wait, what did they make Waltz into a statue? Is
Yeah, right? That's dark, man.
Right here.
Some Narnia shit.
Yeah.
No, I just have to put on body paint and hold the pose for most of the day. People put tips in though, and I move.
He's in disguise.
I'm in disguise.
Oh, what an adventure. Okay, that's the show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. See you all next time. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Back in Sharn, it's a gloomy and rainy afternoon in the city of Towers. We see the door of an apartment open, and out walks Sergeant Vilroy, who is hurriedly putting on her coat and about to weather the storm outside. And she says, again, thank you, ma'am, but I really can't stay for more tea.
Oh.
Such a shame. I do hope your investigation goes well. Nasty business with that crane and all. Why, back in my day, we used to just use our good old 2 feet to walk everywhere. There wasn't any sky coaches or lightning rails to take us to and fro.
And Sergeant Vilroy is like, I really gotta run. Thank you again for the tea and answering my questions. The Strong Watch will probably be in touch with you. Thank you. And she rushes down the stairs. And Martisha frowns a little bit and walks back inside, closes the door. She slowly makes her way across her apartment and walks over to the window and just sort of watches the rain fall for a little bit. She then walks over to her goldfish, which is just swimming lazily in this bowl that's on top of a small little bookshelf. She picks up a small container and puts some flakes of food into the fish bowl and watches the fish eat it. She watches the goldfish race around her little fish bowl, trying to catch these flakes before they hit the bottom. And then she squints a little bit and notices something inside this fish bowl. There's a sort of blue glow coming out of the fishbowl that catches her eye, and she notices it's coming from one of the rocks inside the fishbowl. So she stands up and reaches down into the fishbowl, into the water, and pulls this rock directly out. And doing so, she also pulls out the goldfish accidentally, which just flops onto the small bookshelf and just starts flailing wildly. She pays no attention to it and goes over to the dining room table, sits down, setting this stone in front of her. And you can now see that this blue glow is coming from a mark of sending that's on the stone. And she reaches up and pulls off her headscarf and uses it to wipe the stone clean, as well as her hands, and just sets it aside on the table. She reaches her hand towards the stone, and you see, as the hand gets closer, her skin begins to change. From old and wrinkled to a pale white. And her hand touches the stone, and a voice fills the room that says,
Status.
And she replies, "The operation was a failure. It seems my old keepers might be involved. Agent Ghost, awaiting orders."
What?